What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Destiny. But before we get into the actual topic of the video, I want to let you guys know that it is Wednesday, and that means that we are going to be going live tonight on Twitch.tv somewhere around 6 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you don't know what that is, go ahead and check Google. I am not your bitch! But yes, 6:30 p.m. sometime around there Eastern Standard Time, I will be going live with Whip It Out Wednesday, where you guys will come into my lobby and you're gonna show me your weapons, and we're gonna go You're gonna take your weapons and compare them against other people's in the lobby and see who has the best weapons. So if you guys are ready to whip it out, hit up that link in the description down below, www.twitch.tv/MorninAfterKill. It's where I live stream. Because, well, YouTube live streaming just kind of sucks big monkey nuts now, doesn't it? But it's been quite a few weeks since I've updated you guys on the progress of my hunters. I believe the last time we did this, I was showing you my brand new Revenant shader from the Dead Orbit. I got it like level 8. Absolutely amazing. Doesn't come off. Stays on my Huntress at all times. But a lot of you guys were surprised. You're like, clickety-clack, Mac, why do you only have one level 32 hunter? Well, I spend a lot of time working and making videos for you guys, so I don't really have a lot of free time in between to be doing all the leveling up and shit like that. I am a little bit behind, but I figured, you know what? Since my hunters have all been through the raids and I've been collecting gear over the last few weeks, I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and min-max these characters and get myself some builds with the gear that I have collected and make myself hunters that I'm comfortable with, because I did level up my Dead Orbit hunter to level 32 the other day, but I wasn't really feeling the build. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I have all this gear. Let's go ahead and min-max our hunters. And for those of you guys that are new to RPG and MMO-ish style games, min-max basically means minimize, maximize. I maximize the stats I want, and I minimize the stats that I don't want, which is basically strength. I don't like strength. I like intellect and discipline. So that's what we're going to be going on. So let's go ahead and take a look at my future War Cult Huntress first. She still retains her level 32, but her gear set now is 100% intellect and 94% discipline, since, like I said, I use my golden gun and my grenades more often than I do my throwing knife. But if I want to switch over to my Blade Dancer class to heal at Crota's End, I could put on my Mask of the Third Man, which leaves me with 50% discipline for grenades. But honestly, I only ever use this helmet to heal from orbs, because if I want to Blade Dance, I'm gonna put on my Don't Touch Me Bro. And if I put on my Don't Touch Me Bros, I'll still have 100% intellect, 69% on the discipline, and the leftover going to strength, which isn't a bad thing on my Blade Dancer, because I use my blink to go invisible. I like to play invisible. So I really like how this works out, because the Gunslinging Symbiote build and Don't Touch Me Bro Blade Dancer actually end up having almost identical stats on opposite pieces of gear. And the only thing that would make this better right now is if the raid helmet I use on my Don't Touch Me Bro build had the infusion perk, which allowed me to heal with orbs, but I don't, so that's why I keep the Mask of the Third Man in this inventory. So next up, we have the Dead Orbit Huntress, who, like I said, she recently hit level 32 with a build that I wasn't 100% happy with, and she was pretty much the inspiration for going through all my gear and redoing my entire gear set. So she ended up with a very similar build to my future War Cult Huntress, with 95% intellect and 58% discipline. Now, normally I would like a higher discipline rating, but since I've been working on leveling up the Blade Dancer skill tree on this Huntress, now she has the ability to heal in the presence of Crota using this raid helmet and my Don't Touch Me Bros without losing any intellect or discipline at all. That's what I really wanted to go for, was for each character to have builds that played similar no matter what gear I was using. That way I didn't go ahead and be like, oh, let me go put this mask on, and I gotta go put these don't touch me bros on, and now I gotta play a completely different way because I don't have any intellect, and I gotta rely on, strength and discipline and shit. I wanted to make sure that they played very, very similar. So that brings us finally to the new Huntress, my new Monarchy Blade Dancer, which, interestingly, out of all of this, she steps up from level 30 to level 31, which is kind of funny because she's been through the hard mode raid quite a few times and has done quite well, actually. I have a really clean run with her the other day when I was playing with Ramez, and I was actually helping out at level 30. I wasn't just being carried, guys, and it's possible that I might upload that sometime later this week for you guys. It was like, oh my god, look, Max taking a level 30 hunter through hard mode, and he's actually helping? But, like I said, she steps up from level 30 to level 31, and she has a pretty balanced build. So I chose to sacrifice intellect here, since I don't really use my blade dance for my supercharge ability, but rather for invisibility. So I don't want that temptation of being able to blade dance over and over again, because it gets me killed more often than it doesn't. So I like to use my blade dancer for going invisible as well. So having equal cooldown on intellect and strength keeps them both cooling down at about 50%. So not only can I go invisible with my, blink strike with melee, but also when my supercharge is there, I'll be able to go invisible by pushing R2 instead of, doing the arc blade or the showstopper. I like to go invisible because I like that little bit of a, oh shit, I gotta get the fuck up on out of here. And I also have 86% on the grenade cooldown. Now, once again, I had enough gear laying around to make 3 really versatile builds. If I switch out my healing helmet and my don't touch me bros to my mask of the third man, I end up with about 80% on intellect and then 50% on grenades and melee. I'll take that. And once my gunslinger tree is fully leveled up, I'll be able to switch over to my symbiote helmet and get the same build stats that I do with my Blade Dancer class. So, like I said, it's going with the theme of keeping the same build with multiple gear sets on the same characters. So, now all 3 of my hunters are able to Blade Dance and Gunsling and have pretty awesome builds all at the same time, which now it just leaves us with the task of leveling up all this gear to level 32 before the House of Wolves came out. But, like I said, I'm pretty happy with how this all worked out, to where all the stats and gears I needed to build my characters perfect. So, you know what? I gotta thank you, Jesus, for dropping me all the gear I needed to make 3 badass fucking huntresses. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it, because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. Once again, though, if you made it to the end of this video, you probably like what I have to offer. And I will be live on twitch.tv/MorninAfterKill. Will be linked in the comment section and the description down below. You can't miss it. Hope to see you guys there. We're gonna whip it on out. So, like I said, my name's Jay. We're the Afterkill. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys later.